Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today. I am Salsa Adilla Putri with student number 22059046. I am student who is very enthusiastic about starting an in-depth discussion regarding the 2024 presidential elections. Let's explore together the dynamics, challenges, and hopes that will characterize the upcoming democratic process. I believe through this discussion we can develop a better understanding of our role as young people in shaping the future of our country. Let's start. For introduction, the Indonesian people will hold a democratic elections party in 2024, one of which will consist of the 2024 presidential and vice presidential elections. Not only that, but legislative and regional elections will also be held in 2024. These simultaneous elections in the history of the Republic of Indonesia and reportedly requires a budget of up to 76 trillion rupiah. Okay, in this Zoom, I will focus on discussing the presidential elections, which consists of three pair of candidates, namely the first with the presidential candidates Mr. Anies Baswedan and the vice presidential candidate Mr. Muhaimin Iskandar. The second is Mr. Prabowo Subianto as presidential candidate and accompanied by Mr. Gibran Rakabuming as vice presidential candidate. And the third is Mr. Ganjar Pranowo and Mahfud MD as presidential and vice presidential candidates with the less serial number. The General Elections Commissions or KPU has drawn the serial numbers for 2024 presidential and vice presidential candidates pairs at the KPU office, Manteng, Jakarta Pusat, last Tuesday, November 14, 2023. As a student, I feel that I must be active in the 2024 elections to voice and give my views in choosing a leader who has a vision and mission that suits my needs and thus my country. Taking part in elections reflects our sense of responsibility as the nation's such a resource and the country future. We as a student must use our voting right to move Indonesia forward. There are many issues that have emerged in the lead up to these elections. Different opinion and the many arguments and facts that were revealed made me is a student feel doubly and encounter in choosing a leader. Nevertheless, I will continue to vote honestly and fairly when these elections will held. Our mistake as voters will have a big impact on directions and policies of the country, which will affect our daily lives. I think these presidential and vice presidential elections is an important moment where we are citizens have the opportunity to choose who will lead this country for a certain period. Okay, next, as a student, of course, I have to ensure that important issue relate to world of education, employment, social justice, and the environment become the center of attention in the debate and campaigns of presidential and vice presidential candidate. uh, we as students have a direct interest in improving the education system, environmental protection, job creation, and effort to create a more just and purpose society. Let's work together to make this election a momentum to build a better and more prosperous country for future generations. Greetings, students. Bye.